We dive into a large rabbit hole beneath a tree, landing on a plot of ground covered in moss and surrounded by decaying roots. Sunlight snuck through the cracks in the ground above and shined off of the mesmerizing, twinkling landscape beside the roots. Similar to a color changing car that you don't want to admit is cool because the guy that drives it is actually a jagwagon. Rocks form pleasant looking paths down into the trails. So, this is the night caverns, huh?
Yes, but all is not as it seems in here, Rick. You must remain vigilant. There's an enchantment in these caverns that makes them look far less hazardous than they truly are. I can conduct a counter incantation, but it will only last for about a minute at a time.
Well, you better work on that fast here, Cal. Our cloaked culprit is leaving us in the dust.
Right then.
Cal fumbles around in his poncho and pulls out a Bowie knife. Before I get a chance to react to the fact that he's been sprinting all over the woods with this beast of a knife, he slices my palm open. Ah! What the fuck, Cal? Haven't you already taken enough of my blood?
One can't be too careful down here. The freshest blood works the best with this incantation.
Then use your own!
A risk infection in this place? Oh, please, no, thank you. Now, please, take a step to the side.
Cal begins spinning his hands in some Doctor Strange fashion and chants.
Calum, inceptus, lagotum, gugu, gaga, pu, pudum, lorum, ipsum.
Suddenly, the treacherous landscape before us reveals itself as the cloaked figure continues to traverse the terrain with ease.
We'd better get going. That person must have activated some sort of perma-incantation, or they're incredibly familiar with this landscape. Either way, it's not great for us.
We begin our big-budget chase sequence down through the night caverns until the counter-incantation wears off and Cal redoes it like it's a GTA invincibility cheat code.
Calum, inceptus, lagotum, icarus, asparagus, pissus.
We continue our chase sequence, utilizing all the money that the studio gave us until we finally gain on the figure who has stopped on a large platform, like a giant tree stump, surrounded by foggy cliffs into seemingly bottomless nothingness and stone walls in the near distance. We jump onto the platform. Bracing our landing with our palms, and sand penetrates my open wound as I get exhausted by describing this place. Ah, fuck, that stings like a custody battle.
Okay, whoever you are, how do you know this place so well? And how do you think you can just come into my town and burn down my billiards hall?
The cloaked figure is on the opposing end of the platform, kneeling and facing the edge away from us.
Have you not deduced my identity yet?
His deep voice booms and echoes around us as he rises to his feet, looking like a member of Sleep Token and turning to meet us, with his face still shrouded by his hood and the skull mask like something out of a spooky Brotherhood event. We don't make friends with midget-burning asshats, pal.
Jesus, Rick, you can't say that.
What? Who's here to say otherwise?
You always were callous with your words, Father.
He raises his mask up from his face, lowering his hood in the process. Before us is a Ryan Gosling-looking man with a scar that runs across his forehead and down alongside his right eye.
Rick, who is that? He says he's your child.
I honestly, Cal, I don't know. I got lots of kids and grandkids running around everywhere. Never bothered to put a helmet on my soldier, seeing as I keep running into my kids that I've never met. But I don't know. This guy's never been established in this podcast yet.
My mother was Serena. Serena Vapes. Perhaps that name rings a bell, Ricky?
Serena Vapes, yeah, my first serious girl. The reason I have such problems with commitment, if I was being honest.
Don't besmirch a good name. You pathetic excuse for a man.
Look, hey, I didn't mean to.
Do you know what became of Serena? What fate befell her soul?
I'm sorry,
Murdered. Some two-bit hitman took her life in an attempt to get back at you. And you don't even know. You don't even care.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? Truly,
Silence! You don't know. You don't know anything. You don't know that she bore your first child, didn't know that I grew up in the shadow of your faults, and I bet you didn't know that I was pulling the strings all this time.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Do you really think Joe Tourniquet had the brains to be behind it all after the pasta sauce incident fried half of his face? Do you really believe that Roseanne and Johnny were the most powerful of the Ravens? Ha! No. I've waited for this day for a long time. A day of your reckoning, Father. I have spent a long time planning this. Corrupting your police department through my Raven mind control tactics. Sifting through every detail, every outcome. I will make you pay for the hardships that I've endured, for the lost soul of my mother, and for your carelessness. I will sit upon a throne of your bones, and the whole world shall know my name. For I am the one true harnesser of the dark magic of the Ravens. I am Johnny Vapes.
Johnny Vape's cloak begins to grow and fill the background space as a chill comes over the air. An upside-down red V carves into his forehead as his eyes grow black. I reach for my holster only to find that the gun is gone. I start to panic as Johnny begins to speak in a low, almost possessed voice.
And now you feel my pain as our minds meld into one, Father. I take great pride in this moment, for both myself and my mother's memory.
He suddenly takes a huge toke of a vape. And blows it at Cal and myself. The clouds fill the entirety of the space, and we're lost in a fog when Cal says,
Oh my, this is a powerful serum. Smell of wormwood and mayonnaise. Oh, I fear we're in for quite a ride, Rick.
To be continued.
Icarus asparagus pissus.
God damn. Did I write this? I don't remember writing this.
Yes, you did.